Welcome back to Startups Discipleship. This is track 4, week 6, and we are in our Startups Plus practical development side of developing our business plans and our business pitches and then presenting those to a group of our peers. As we've done throughout this track, every other week is simply a work week. There is no real teaching, no time spent just listening to me talk. It's a work week. By now, you should have already presented your business plan and your business pitch before your peers. But getting through a presentation was never the end goal. The end goal is to launch a startup. And so this week, what you're to do is to take all of the feedback that you received from your presentation, all of the questions that were asked during the feedback time, and all of the recommendations that were given by the mentors and peers. You're to take all of those recommendations and all of those questions and then refine your business presentation, refine the pitch, refine the business plan. Now, I understand that it's going to seem like I'm asking you to revise and to polish and to change and to go over and to rewrite and rewrite and rewrite over and over and over again. And it's going to seem like it's way too much revision. But as they say, the devil is in the details. And we're just trying to polish the devil right out of your startup. The more that we review and the more that we revise the business plan and the business pitch, the more professional and refined it's going to become. I don't know if you saw this or remember it, but a few years ago there was a craze, a fad among, I think it was like middle schoolers and even elementary kids, and they would take an entire roll of aluminum foil. They would then crunch it up into a ball. They would take hammers and start hammering it into more of a spherical shape, and then they would sandpaper it, starting with rougher grades of sandpaper and then working their way to finer and finer grades until they polished this ball of aluminum foil, and it looked like a perfectly spherical mirror ball. What I loved about this fad was that children were learning the patience to actually refine something to the point where it was completely polished. Most of us give up on projects like that. We tend to not see things through all the way to the end. And it's because we live in a society and a culture that is built on instant gratification. But the best ideas are worth refining. And your startup is worth the polish. And so take all of the feedback that you got from your business presentation. Take all of the questions that were asked and then rewrite your presentation to include the answers to those questions so that the next time that you pitch it, you're already one step ahead. Take all of the recommendations that were given and pray over them. Some of them, not worth your time. They can be thrown out, tossed aside. But the recommendations that do stand out, that do feel like valid constructive criticism or that can be helpful towards your startup and your presentation, take those and refine your presentation and refine your business plan even farther. So that's it for this week and for this track. I hope that this has been helpful to you, that you've been able to put together this business plan and this business pitch. But now you've got a couple weeks before the next track starts up, and I need you to spend that time refining all of the work that you've done so far. Give it one more rewrite, one more revision. All right? And we'll see you all in track number 5.